ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤੇ ਇਹ ਬਿਦਤ ਸੈ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮਸਤਕ ਭਾਗਣਾ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮਸਤਕ ਭਾਗਣਾ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਇਸ ਸਭ ਕਿਛ ਨੀਕਾ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਇਸ ਸਭ ਕਿਛ ਨੀਕਾ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕੀ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਗਣਾ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕੀ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਗਣਾ ਤਨ ਤਨ ਭਾਗਤ ਨ ਭਗਤ ਜਨਾ ਜੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਮਾ ਮੁਖ ਕਹਤੇ ਆ ਤਨ ਤਨ ਭਾਗਤ ਨ ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਜੋ ਹਰ ਜਸ ਸ਼੍ਰਵਣੀ ਸੁਣਤੇ ਆ ਤਨ ਤਨ ਭਾਗਤ ਨ ਸਾਧ ਜਨਾ ਹਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਗਾਏ ਗੁਣੀ ਜਨ ਬਣਤੇ ਆ ਤਨ ਤਨ ਭਾਗਤ ਨ ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਭਾਗ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਕੇ 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 ਜੋ ਗੁਰ ਚਰਨੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਆ ਜੋ ਗੁਰ ਚਰਨੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਆ ਚਰਨੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਪੜ੍ਹਤੇ ਆ ਜੋ ਗੁਰ ਚਰਨੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਪੜ੍ਹਤੇ ਆ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਸ ਸਭ ਕਿਛ ਨੀਕਾ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਸ ਸਭ ਕਿਛ ਨੀਕਾ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਸ ਸਭ ਕਿਛ ਨੀਕਾ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕੀ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਗਨਾ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕੀ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਗਨਾ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਰਹਿਤ ਸੁਣੋ ਰੇ ਮੀਤ ਪਰਬਾਤੇ ਉੱਠ ਕਰ ਹਿਤ ਚੀਤ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰ ਮੰਤਰ ਸੋ ਜਾਪ ਕਰ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਪੜੇ ਜਪ ਜਾਪ ਕਰ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਪੜੇ ਜਪ ਜਾਪ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਧੂੜ ਮੰਗੇ ਤਿਸ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੀ, ਜੋ ਆਪ ਜਪੈ ਅਵਰ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਾਵੇ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਗੁਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁਰ ਕੋ ਬਲ ਜਾਈਆ। ਆਏ ਮਿਲ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਆਏ ਮਿਲ, ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ। ਹਰ ਕੀ ਗੁਣ ਹਰ ਭਾਵਦੇ ਸੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਪਾਏ। ਤਿਨ ਗੁਰ ਕਾ ਭਾਣਾ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਤਿਨ ਘੁਮ ਘੁਮ ਜਾਏ। ਤਿਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਤਿਨ ਕੋ ਵਾਰੀ। ਜਿਨ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਚਾਕਰੀ ਤਿਨ ਸਦ ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ। ਹਰ ਹਰ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ ਦੁਖ ਮੇਟਣ ਹਾਰਾ। ਗੁਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਤੇ ਪਾਈਐ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਨਿਸਤਾਰਾ। ਜੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਧਿਆਨ ਦੇ ਤੇ ਜਨ ਪਰਵਾਨਾ। ਤਿਨ ਵਟੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਵਾਰਿਆ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੁਰਬਾਨਾ। ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਸਖੀ ਸਹੇਲੀਆਂ ਆਪ ਹਰ ਪਾਈਆਂ, ਹਰ ਦਰਗਾ ਪਹਿਨਾਈਆਂ, ਹਰਾਮ ਗੱਲ ਲਾਈਆਂ। ਜੋ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਨਾਮ ਧਿਆਇਂਦੇ ਤਿਨ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੀਜੈ, ਹਮ ਤਿਨ ਕੇ ਚਰਨ ਪਖਾਰਦੇ, ਧੂੜ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਲ ਪੀਜੈ। ਪਾਣ ਸੁਪਾਰੀ ਖਾਤੀਆਂ, ਮੁਖ ਪੀੜੀਆਂ ਲਾਈਆਂ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਚੇਤਿਓ, ਜਮ ਪਕੜ ਚਲਾਈਆਂ। ਹਰ ਨਾਮਾ ਹਰ ਚੇਤਿਆ, ਹਿਰਦੈ ਔਰ ਧਾਰੇ, ਦਿਨ ਜਮ ਨੇੜ ਨਾ ਆਵਈ, ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਗੁਰ ਪਿਆਰੇ। ਹਰ ਕਾ ਨਾਮ ਨਿਧਾਨ ਹੈ, ਕੋਈ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਜਾਣੈ। ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਭੇਟਿਆ, ਰਗ ਰਲਿਆ ਮਾਣੈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਮਨ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਚੋ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, 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 ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਮਨ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਚੋ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਮਨ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਚੋ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਮਨ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਚੋ ਮਨ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਚੋ ਆਨ ਦਿਨ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹਰ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਮ, ਆਨ ਦਿਨ ਕੀਰਤਨ प्रेम रतन राम राजे, मन राम कसवटी लाया, कंचन सोना गुरमुख रंग जलूलिया, मेरा मन तनो पिन्ना, धन नानक मुश्र जगोलिया, सब जन्म धन धना। ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ, ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਆਸਮਲ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਵਾਰ ਸ਼ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਵੀ ਮਹਿਲ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਕੇ ਲਿਖੇ, ਟੁੰਡੇ ਅਸਰਾਜ ਕੀ ਧੁਨੀ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਮਹਿਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ, ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਗੁਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਿਉਹਾੜੀ ਸਦਵਾਰ, ਜਿਨ ਮਾਨਸ ਤੇ ਦੇਵਤੇ ਕੀਏ ਕਰਤ ਨ ਲਾਗੀ ਵਾਰ। ਜੇ ਸੋ ਚੰਦਾ ਉਗ ਹੋਵੇ ਸੂਰਜ ਚੜੇ ਹਜ਼ਾਰ, ਤੇ ਚਾਨਣ ਹੁੰਦਿਆਂ ਗੁਰ ਬਿਨ ਕੋਇ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰੂ ਨ ਚੇਤਨੀ, ਮਨ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਸੂਤੇ ਬਿਨ ਵਾਰਿਆ, ਸੁਨੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਖੇਤ ਖੇਤੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਛੁੱਟਿਆ, ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੋਨਾ ਭਲੀਏ ਹੋਏ ਭਵ ਪੜੇ, ਪ੍ਰੀਤਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋੜੀ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਸਾਜਿਓ, ਆਪ ਹੀ ਨੇ ਰਚਿਓ ਨਾਉ, ਤੁਹੀ ਕੁਦਰਤ ਸਾਜੀਐ, ਕਰ ਆਸਨ ਡਿਠੋ ਜਾਓ, ਦਾਤਾ ਕਰਤਾ ਆਪ ਤੂੰ, ਤੁਸ ਦੇਵ ਕਰ ਪਛਾਓ, ਤੂੰ ਜਾਣੋ ਹੀ ਸਭ ਸੇ, ਦਿਲ ਸੇ ਜਿੰਦ ਕਵਾਓ, ਆਸਨ ਡਿਠੋ ਜਾਓ, ਪਰ ਆਸਨ ਡਿਠੋ ਜਾਓ। ਆਪ ਸਾਜਿਓ ਆਪਣੀ ਰਤਿਓ ਨਾਉ, ਤੁਹੀ ਕੁਦਰਤ ਸਾਜੀਐ ਕਰ ਆਸਨ ਡਿਠੋ ਜਾਓ, ਦਾਤਾ ਕਰਤਾ ਆਪ ਤੂੰ, ਤੁਸ ਦੇਵੈ ਕਰੇ ਬੁਝਾਓ, ਤੂੰ ਜਾਣੋ ਹੀ ਸਭ ਸਹਿ, ਦਿਲ ਐਸੇ ਜਿੰਦ ਕਵਾਓ, ਕਰ ਆਸਨ ਡਿਠੋ ਜਾਓ, ਕਰ ਆਸਨ ਡਿਠੋ ਜਾਓ। ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਬਾਣੀ ਮਨ ਮਾਰਿਆ, ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਬਾਣੀ ਮਨ ਮਾਰਿਆ, ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਬਾਣੀ ਮਨ ਮਾਰਿਆ, ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਬਾਣੀ ਮਨ ਮਾਰਿਆ, ਅਣੇ ਆਲੇ ਅਣੀਆਂ ਰਾਮ ਰਾਜੇ, ਅਣੇ ਆਲੇ ਅਣੀਆਂ ਰਾਮ ਰਾਜੇ, ਜਿਸ ਲਾਗੀ ਪੀਰ ਬੇਰਮ ਕੀ, ਜਿਸ ਲਾਗੀ ਪੀਰ ਬੇਰਮ ਕੀ, ਸੋ ਜਾਣੇ ਜਰੀਆ, ਸੋ ਜਾਣੇ ਜਰੀਆ, ਸੋ ਜਾਣੇ ਜਰੀਆ, ਸੋ ਜਾਣੇ ਜਰੀਆ, ਜੀਵਨ ਮੁਕਤ ਸੁਆਖੀਐ, ਜੀਵਨ ਮੁਕਤ ਸੁਆਖੀਐ, ਮਰ ਜੀਵੈ ਮਰਿਆ, ਮਰ ਜੀਵੈ ਮਰਿਆ, ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਮੇਲ ਹਰਿ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਮੇਲ ਹਰਿ, ਜਗਤ ਉਤਰ ਤਰਿਆ, ਜਗਤ ਉਤਰ ਤਰਿਆ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਮਹਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ, ਸੱਚੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਖੰਡ, ਸੱਚੇ ਬ੍ਰਹਮੰਡ, ਸੱਚੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਲੋ, ਸੱਚੇ ਆਕਾਰ, ਸੱਚੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਕਰਨ ਸਰਬ ਵਿਚਾਰ, ਸੱਚਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਅਮਰ, ਸੱਚਾ ਦੀਵਾਨ, ਸੱਚਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਰਮ, ਸੱਚਾ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ, ਸੱਚਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਹੁਕਮ, ਸੱਚਾ ਫਰਮਾਨ, ਸੱਚੇ
ਤੇਰੇ ਆਖੇ ਲੱਖ ਕਰੋੜ, ਸੱਚਾ
ਸੱਚੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਸਿਫਤ ਸੱਚੀ ਸਾਲਾ, ਸੱਚੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਕੁਦਰਤ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ। ਨਾਨਕ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਸੱਚ, ਜੋ ਮਰ ਜਮੈ ਸੋ ਕਛ ਨਿਵਾਜ। ਵੱਡੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਜਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਨਾਮ, ਵੱਡੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਜਾ ਸੱਚ ਨਿਆਮ, ਵੱਡੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਜਾ ਕੁਦਰਤ ਸੁਣੀਏ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਪਉ ਸੁਖਸਾਰ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਪਾਤਾਲੀ ਆਕਾਸ਼ੀ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਕਾਰ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਵੇਦ ਕਾਂਡ ਦੇਤਾ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਸਰਬ ਵਿਚਾਰ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਖਾਣਾ ਪੀਣਾ ਪਹਿਨਣ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਸਰਬ ਪਿਆਰ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਜਾਤੀ ਜਿਸੀ ਰੰਗੀ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਜੀ ਜਹਾਨ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਨੇਕੀਆਂ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਵਧੀਆਂ, ਦੁਨੀਆ
ਕੀਰਤ ਬਾਜਿਆ ਪੈ ਲੇਖਾ ਕਰ ਸਮਝਾਇਆ ਥਾਉ ਨ ਹੋਵੀ ਪਾਉਂਦੀ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਰੁਆਇਆ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਜਨਮ ਗਵਾਇਆ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਜਨਮ ਗਵਾਇਆ।
ਦੀਨ ਦਇਆਲ ਸੁਣ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਹਰ ਰਾਇਆ ਰਾਮ ਰਾਜੇ ਓ ਮਾਗੋ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਮੁਖ ਪਾਇਆ ਭਗਤ ਵਸ਼ਲ ਹਰ ਬਿਰਤ ਸਦਵਾਓ ਪੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲੇ ਲਖ ਦਰਿਆਓ ਪੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਗਨ ਕਡੇਵੇ ਗਾਰ ਪੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੱਬੀ ਭਾਰ ਪੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੂਰਜ ਪੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੰਦ ਕੋ ਕਰੋੜੀ ਚਲਤ ਨਾ ਪੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਧ ਬੁੱਧ ਸੁਰਨਾਥ ਪੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਡਾਣੇ ਆਕਾਸ਼ ਪੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋਤ ਮਹਾਬਲ ਸੂਰ ਪੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਵੇ ਜਾਵੇ ਪੂਰ ਸਗਲਿਆ ਭਉ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਸਿਰ ਲੇਖ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਸਚੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਤੇ ਰਾਮ ਰਵਾਲ ਕਿਤੇ ਕਹਾਣੀਆਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੇਦ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਚੇ ਮੰਗਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੁਰਬੂਰੇ ਤਾਲ ਬਾਜਾ ਹਰੀ ਬਾਜ਼ਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਆਏ ਖੜੇ ਬਾਜ਼ਾਰ ਗਾਵੇ ਰਾਜੇ ਰਾਣੀਆਂ ਬੋਲੇ ਆਲ ਪਤਾਲ ਲੱਖ ਟਕਿਆ ਕੇ ਮੁੰਦਰੇ ਲੱਖ ਟਕਿਆ ਕੇ ਹਾਰ ਜਿਤ ਤਨ ਪਾਈਐ ਨਾਨਕਾ ਸੇ ਤਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਸ਼ਾਰ ਗਿਆਨ ਗਲੀ ਟੁੰਡੀਐ ਕਥਨਾ ਕਰੜਾ ਸਾਰ ਕਰਮ ਲੈ ਤਾਂ ਪਾਈਐ ਹੋਰ ਇਕ ਮਤ ਹੁਕਮ ਕੁਆਰ ਪੌੜੀ ਨਦਰ ਕਰੇ ਜੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਤਾਂ ਨਦਰੀ ਸਤ ਗੁਰ ਪਾਇਆ ਸਭੇ ਗੋਪੀਆਂ ਪਹਿਰ ਕਣ ਗੋਪਾਲ ਗਹਿਣੇ ਪੌਣ ਪਾਣੀ ਵੈ ਸੰਦਰ ਚੰਦ ਸੂਰਜ ਅਵਤਾਰ ਸਗਲੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਮਾਲ ਤਨ ਵਰਤਨ ਸਰਬ ਜੰਜਾਲ ਨਾਨਕ ਮੁਸੇ ਗਿਆਨ ਵਿਹੂਣੀ ਆਏ ਗਿਆ ਜਮਕਾਰ ਵਾਣ ਚੇਲੇ ਨਚਨ ਗੁਰ ਪੈਰ ਹਲਾਇਣ ਫੇਰਨ ਸਿਰ ਉਡ ਡਰਾਵਾ ਝਾਟੇ ਪਾਏ ਵੇਖੈ ਲੋਕ ਹਸੇ ਕਰ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਕਾਰਨ ਪੂਰੇ ਤਾਲ ਆਪ ਪਛਾੜੇ ਧਰਤੀ ਨਾਲ ਗਾਵਣ ਗੋਪੀਆਂ ਗਾਵਣ ਗਾਵਣ ਸੀਤਾ ਰਾਜੇ ਰਾਮ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਸਚ ਨਾਮ ਜਾ ਕਾ ਕੀਆ ਸਗਲ ਜਹਾਨ ਸੇਵਕ ਸੇਵੈ ਕਰਮ ਚੜਾਓ ਇੰਨੀ ਰੈਣ ਜਿਨਾ ਮਨ ਚਾਓ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਸਿਖਿਆ ਗੁਰ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਅਦਵੀ ਕਰਮ ਲੰਗਾਏ ਪਾਰ ਬੋਲੂ ਚਰਖਾ ਚੱਕੀ ਚੱਕ ਕਾਲ ਰੋਲੇ ਮੌਤ ਅਨੰਤ ਲਾਟੂ ਮਾਦਾਨੀ ਅਨਗਾ ਜੀ ਪੌਂਦਿਆ ਲੈਣ ਨਸਾ ਸੂਏ ਝਾੜ ਪਵਾਈਏ ਜੰਤ ਲਾਲ ਪੌਂਦਿਆ ਗਣਤ ਅਨੰਤ ਬੰਧਨ ਬੰਦ ਪਵਾਏ ਸੋਏ ਅਏ ਕਰਤਨ ਚ ਸਭ ਹੋਏ ਨਚ ਨਚ ਹਸੇ ਚੱਲੇ ਸਿਰੋ ਉੱਡ ਨਾ ਜਾਈ ਸਿਧ ਨਾ ਹੋਏ ਨਚਣ ਕੁੱਦਨ ਮਨ ਕਾ ਚਾਓ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਨ ਮਨ ਪਾਉ ਤੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਪਾਉ ਪੌੜੀ ਨਾਉ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਹੈ करे इट्टां किया जल्दी करे पुकार जल जल होवे बपड़ी चढ़ चढ़ पवे अग्यार नानक जिन करने कारण किया सो जाने करतार पौड़ी सतगुर के ना पायो वे सतगुर के ना पाया सतगुर विच आप रखियो हर प्रगट आंख सुनाया सतगुर मेरी है सदा मुक्त है जिन विचों चुकाया उत्तम एहो विचार है जिन चित लाया जग जीवन दाता पाया जग जीवन दाता
ਬਿਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਕਿਨੇ ਨ ਪਾਇਓ ਬਿਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਕਿਨੇ ਨ ਪਾਇਆ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪ ਰਖਿਓ ਕਰ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਆਖ ਸੁਨਾਇਆ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਮਿਲੈ ਸਦਾ ਮੁਕਤ ਹੈ ਜਿਨ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਮੋਹ ਚੁਕਾਇਆ ਤੁਮੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਹੈ ਜਿਨ ਸੱਚੇ ਸਿਉ ਚਿਤ ਲਾਇਆ ਜਗ ਜੀਵਨ ਦਾਤਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਜਗ ਜੀਵਨ ਦਾਤਾ ਪਾਇਆ
ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਆਏ ਮਿਲੇ ਮੈਂ ਚੀਰੀ ਵਿਛੁੰਨੇ RAM ਰਾਜੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਤਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਬੈਰਾਗਿਆ ਹਰ ਨੈਣ ਰਸ ਪਿੰਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਦਸ ਗੁਰ ਮਿਲ ਹਰ ਮਨ ਮੰਨੇ ਹਉ ਮੂਰਖ ਕਾਰ ਲਾਇਆ ਨਾਨਕ ਹਰ ਗੁਨੇ ਸਲੋਕ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਿਆ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੰਮਿਆ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੂਆ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਆ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੱਚਿਆਰ ਪੁਰਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਪ ਪੁੰਨ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਰਕ ਸੁਰਗ ਅਵਤਾਰ
ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਰਕ ਸੁਰਗ ਅਵਤਾਰ
ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੱਸੈ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੋਵੈ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਰੀਐ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਟੋਵੈ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਤੀ ਜਿਨਸੀ ਹੋਵੈ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਤੀ ਜਿਨਸੀ ਹੋਵੈ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੂਰਖ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿਆਣਾ ਮੋਖ ਮੁਕਤ ਕੀ ਸਾਰ ਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਇਆ
ਹੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਛਾਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਘਰ ਘਰ ਜਨ ਤੋਂ ਪਾਇਆ
ਹੋ ਮੈਂ ਬੂਝੈ ਤਾਦਰ ਸੂਝੈ ਗਿਆਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੂਣਾ ਕਤ ਕਤ ਦੂਜੈ
ਦੁੱਖ ਮੇ ਲਿਖੇ ਦੇਖ ਜਿਹਾ ਵਿਖ ਤਿਹਾ ਵੇ
ਮਹਲਾ ਦੂਜਾ ਹਉ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਜਾਤ ਹੈ ਹਉ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਮ ਕਮਾਏ ਹਉ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਬੰਧਨਾ ਫਿਰ ਜੋਣੀ ਪਾਏ ਹਉ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਥੋਂ ਉਪਜੈ ਕਿਤ ਸੰਜਮਿਆ ਜਾਏ ਹਉ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ
ਕਿਰਤ ਕਰਾਏ
ਹਉ ਮੈਂ ਨੀਰਗ ਰੋਗ ਹੈ ਦਾਰੂ ਪੀ ਇਸ ਮਾਹੇ
ਪਾਏ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਾ ਗੁਰ ਕਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਕਮਾਏ
ਨਾਨਕ ਕਹੈ ਸੁਣੋ ਜਨੋ ਇਸ ਸੰਜਮ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ ਪੋਰੀ ਸੇਵ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੰਤੋਖੀ ਸਚੋ ਸਚ ਤੇ ਆਇਆ ਓਨੀ ਮੰਦੇ ਪੈਰ ਨਾ ਰੱਖਿਓ ਸੁਕ੍ਰਿਤ ਧਰਮ ਕਮਾਇਆ ਓਨੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਥੋਰੇ ਬੰਦਨਾ ਅਨਮਾਨੀ ਥੋਰਾ ਖਾਇਆ ਤੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਸੀ ਅਗਲਾ ਨਿਤ ਦੇਵੇ ਚੜੇ ਸਵਾਇਆ ਅਜਿਆਈ ਬੜਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਅਜਿਆਈ ਬੜਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਗੁਰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਪਿੰਨੀ ਦੇ ਹੋਰੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਬੁਰਕੇ RAM ਰਾਜੇ ਜਿਨਾ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਮਨ ਪਾਇਆ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕ ਸਕੇ ਗੁਰ ਸੋਠੈ ਹਰ ਪਾਇਆ ਕੇ ਤਕ ਤਕੇ ਹਰ ਜਨ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਨਾਨਕ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ सच्चे नाम बिन क्या टेका क्या तक महला पहला। लख ने किया चंगियाइयां लख मुन्ना परवान, लख तब ऊपर लख सूतन संग्राम रन में छुटे है परान, लख सुनती ज्ञान ध्यान पढ़िए पाठ पुराना, इन करते करना किया लिखिया आवन जान, नानक मती मिथ्या पौरी सच्चा साहिब एक तू, इन सच्चो सच वरताया, जिस तू दे तिस मिले सच, सच नी सच कमाया, सतगुर मिलिया सच पाया, हिरदे सच बसाया, मूर्ख सच न जाननी, जन्म गवाया, विच दुनिया काहे आया, विच दुनिया काहे आया। आसा महला चौथा। हर अमृत भगत भंडार है, गुर सतगुर पासे राम राजे, गुर सतगुर सच्चा साओ है, सिख दे हर रासे, धन धन वणजारा बन जै, गुर साओ सबासे, जन नानक गुर तिन्नी पाया, लाट देखा से। संतोख महला पहला। पर गड्डी लदी है, पर परी है साथ, पर बेरी माई है, पर करिए बात, परी है जेते बरस बरस, परी है जेते मास, परी है आजा, परी है जेते सास, नानक लिखे एक गल होर हो मैं चखना चाग महला पहला। लिख लिख परिया देता करिया वो तीरथ पविया, तीर्थों नविया वो वेख किया ते ही दुख दिया, होवे जिया अपना किया, अन्न न खाया साध ना, अन्न न खाया साध गवाया, बहुत दुख पाया दूजा पाया, वस्त्र कहने कहने मौन जिस कहे, मौन विदुता क्यों जाके गुर विदुता, भगो पैताना अपना किया कमाना, आल रखाई सिर शाही पाई, मूरत अंधे मत गवाई, बिन नावै आए न पाई रह आए न पाई रह बिवाणी, मरी मसानी आंद न जाने फिर पछतानी, सतगुर भेटे सो सुख पाए, हर का नाम मन वसाए, नानक नदर करे सो पाए, आस जैसे देने केवल हो मैं शब्द सुनाए पौड़ी, भगत तेरे मन पाव दे, दर सोहन कीरत काम दे, नानक कर मां बाहरे, दर तो ना नैनी काम दे, एक मूल ना बूझण आपना, अनहोदा आप गुनाए दे, ठाडी का गीता, गुरु तम जात सदाए दे, दिन मंगा जे तुझे से आए दे, दिन मंगा जे तुझे से आए दे, सच साओ हमारा तू तनी, सब जगत वन जारा राम राजे, सब पांडे तुदै साजिया, विच वस्त हर थारा, जो पावे पांडे विच वस्त सा निकलै, या ਕੂਰ ਸਭ ਸੰਸਾਰ, ਕੂਰ ਮੰਡਪ ਕੂਰ ਮਾਰੀ, ਕੂਰ ਸੋਇਨਾ ਕੂਰ ਰੂਪਾ, ਕੂਰ ਪਹਿਨਣ ਹਾਰੇ, ਕੂਰ ਕਾਇਆ
ਕੂਰ ਸੁਪੜ ਕੂਰ ਰੂਪ ਅਪਾਰ,
ਕੂਰ ਮੀਆਂ ਕੂਰ ਬੀਬੀ ਖੱਪ ਹੋਏ ਖਾਰ, ਕੂਰ ਕੂਰੇ ਜਗ ਚੱਲਣ ਹਾਰ, ਕੂਰ ਮਿੱਠਾ
ਕੂਰ ਮਾਪਿਓ ਕੂਰ ਡੋਬੇ ਕੂਰ,
ਨਾਨਕ ਬਖਾਨੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ, ਤੁਧ ਬਾਜ ਕੂਰੋ ਕੂਰ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ। ਸੱਚ ਤਾ ਪਰ ਜਾਣੀਐ ਜਾ ਹਿਰਦੈ ਸੱਚਾ ਹੋਏ, ਕੂਰ ਕੀ ਮਲ ਸੱਚ ਤਾ ਪਰ ਜਾਣੀਐ ਜਾ ਸੱਚ ਤਰੇ ਸੋ ਜਗ ਨਾਨਕਾ ਸੱਚਾ ਵੇਖੈ ਸੋਏ, ਸਭ शरण प्रभाए राम राजे हम फूल बिगाड़े दिसरा हर लाज रखाए हम बारिक तू गुर पिता है जे मत समझाए जन नानक दास हर कांडिया हर पैर रखाए सलोक महला पहला दुख दारू सुख रोग पया जा सुख ताम ना होई तू करता करना मैं नाही जाहो करी बलहारी कुदरत वसया तेरा अंत न जाई लखया रहा जात में जोत जोत में जाता अखन कला भरपूर रहा सच्चा साहिब सिद्ध सवाले जिनकी ती सो पार गया कहो नानक करते किया बाता जो कुछ करना सो कर रहा महला दूजा जोग शब्दन ज्ञान शब्दन वेद शब्दन ब्राह्मण खत्री शब्दन शूर शब्दन सुंदर शब्दन ताकत है सर्व शब्दन एक शब्दन जे को जाने पे ओ नानक का दास है कोई निरंजन देव एक कृष्णन सर्व देवा देव देवात आत्मा आत्मा वासुदेव सजे को जाने पे ओ नानकता का दास है सोई निरंजन देव कला कुंभे बद्दा चल रहे जल में कुंभ न होए ज्ञान का बद्दा मन रहे गुर बिन ज्ञान न होए मोरी करिया होवे गुण गाता में साज न मारिए सेवा काले कालना सेवा नाम धारिए ऐसी कला न खेलिए नित करने के हारिए बनिया के ओमिया विचारिए तेरी विचारिए मोहे चले सो आगे मारिए मोहे चले सो आगे मारिए मोहे चले सो आगे मारिए हौड़ी
ਤਾਉ ਵੀ ਸਾਧ ਨਾ ਮਾਰੀਐ ਜਿਹਾ ਘਾਲੇ ਘਾਲਣਾ ਤੇ ਵੇਹੋ ਨਾ ਉਪਚਾਰੀਐ ਐਸੀ ਕਲਨ ਖੇਡੀਐ ਜਿ ਦਰਗਾ ਗਿਆ ਹਾਰੀਐ ਪੜਿਆ ਤੇ ਆਉਮੀਆਂ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਿਚਾਰੀਐ ਮੋਹਿ ਚੱਲੇ ਸੋ ਅੱਗੇ ਮਾਰੀਐ ਮੋਹਿ ਚੱਲੇ ਸੋ ਅੱਗੇ ਮਾਰੀਐ
ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਧੰਨ ਬਾਬਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ
ਧੰਨ ਬਾਬਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ
ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਧੰਨ ਬਾਬਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ
ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਧੰਨ ਬਾਬਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ
ਸਾਜੇ ਕਰੇ ਆਪ, ਜਾਏ ਫਿਰ ਰਖੇ ਆਪ। ਤਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਗ ਪਾਏ ਗਏ ਦਮ ਤਾਪ, ਕਿਸਨੂੰ ਕਹੀਏ ਨਾਨਕਾ ਸਭ ਕਿਛ ਆਪੇ ਆਪ। ਪੋਰੀ ਵਡੇਕੀਆ ਵਡਿਆਈ, ਅਗਰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਹਿਣ ਨ ਜਾਏ। ਸੋ ਕਰਤਾ ਕਾਦਰ ਕਰੀਂਦੇ ਜੀਆ ਰਜਨ ਸਵਾਏ। ਸਾਈ ਕਾਰ ਕਮਾਵਣੀ ਤੁਰ ਛੋਟੀ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਪਾਏ। ਨਾਨਕ ਏਕੀ ਬਾਰੀ ਔਰ ਦੂਜੀ ਨਾਹੀ ਜਾਏ। ਸੋ ਕਰੇ ਜਿਤ ਸਿਰ ਜਾਏ 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 ਜਾਏ। ਸਤ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਔਰੀ ਵੱਡੇ ਕੀਆਂ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ, ਕਹਿਣ ਨ ਜਾਏ। ਸੋ ਕਰਤਾ ਕਾਦਰ ਕਰੀਂਦੇ ਜੀਆ ਰਿਜ਼ਕ ਸੰਭਾਏ। ਸਾਈ ਕਾਰ ਕਮਾਵਨੀ ਤੁਰ ਛੋਟੀ ਤਿਨੈ ਪਾਏ। ਨਾਨਕ ਏਕੀ ਬਾਹਰੀ ਔਰ ਦੂਜੀ ਨਾਹੀ ਜਾਏ। ਸੋ ਕਰੇ ਜਿਤ ਸਹਿ ਜਾਏ। ਸੋ ਕਰੇ ਜਿਤ ਸਹਿ ਜਾਏ। ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ।
ਡੰਡੌਤ ਬੰਦਨ ਅਨਿਕ ਬਾਰ, ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰੱਥ। ਡੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ, ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ। ਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਜਨ ਗੁਰ ਦੀਆ, ਅਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਧੇਰ ਬਿਨਾਸ। ਹਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤੇ ਸੰਤ ਭੇਟਿਆ, ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨ ਪਰਗਾਸ। ਫਿਰਤ ਫਿਰਤ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਇਆ, ਪਰਿਆ ਤਉ ਸਰਨਾਏ। ਨਾਨਕ ਕੀ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਬੇਨਤੀ, ਆਪਣੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਲਾਏ। ਕਹਾ ਬੁੱਧ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੋਚ ਹਮਾਰੀ, ਭਰ ਨ ਸਕੈ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਜੋ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ। ਹਮ ਨ ਸਕਤ ਕਰ ਸਿਫਤ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ, ਆਪ ਲਿਹੋ ਤੁਮ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਧਾਰੀ। ਮੂਖ ਉਚਰੈ ਸਾਸਤਰ ਖਟ, ਪਿੰਗ ਗਿਰਨ ਚੜ ਜਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ।
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਪਹਿਲ ਪੁਰੀਏ ਪੁੰਡਰਕ ਵਨਾ, ਤਾਚੇ ਹੰਸਾ ਸਗਲੇ ਜਨਾ। ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਤੇ ਜਾਨਉ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਚੰਤੀ ਨਾਚਨਾ। ਪਹਿਲ ਪੁਰੀਏ ਪੁੰਡਰਕ ਵਨਾ, ਤਾਚੇ ਹੰਸਾ ਸਗਲੇ ਜਨਾ। ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਤੇ ਜਾਨਉ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਚੰਤੀ ਨਾਚਨਾ। ਪਹਿਲ ਪੁਰੀਏ ਪੁੰਡਰਕ ਵਨਾ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਧ ਜੀ ਨਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਵਨ ਪਿੱਤਰ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪੀ ਕਥਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ we join the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji to listen to the Hukamnama Sahib Katha from Amrit Vela to now. We've had Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji Prakash Manto Pehla. We had Kirtan. Don't know what time the Kirtan started, but I could hear the tabla from my room at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30. So it's been Kirtan. I don't know if you had like a rain sabai or something going on. But we had Kirtan happening. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's Prakash to baad we had Nityanim, ਫਿਰ Asaki Vaar Kirtan, and now we have this Upadesh by Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji from the Siddhi Mukh Vak. When Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji made Prakash earlier, they blessed us with their Darshan Didar. Then Guru Maharaj Ji gave us this Upadesh by Bhagat Namdev Ji in Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. So one thing that's very interesting, very unique about Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is that's not just the writings. They're not just the writings of the Gurus themselves. The writings of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji also contain the writings of Bhagats, devotees of Vaheguru Ji, and also Guru Sikhs as well, and poets, Pats. So within Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, there's many Bhagats as well that have given their writings. Their writings are blessed to be put in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. And when you look at the Bhagats, it's very beautiful because one thing you learn about them is that their Sharda, the faith that they had in Vaheguru Ji. One thing we could take away from the Bhagats, the devotees of Vaheguru Ji, is how much faith that they have. Sharda, which is very important in our lives as well. Just a quick Sakhi, if we just look at Bhagat Kabir Ji as well, I read this Sakhi a few days ago, I thought it would be relevant as well, about Vaheguru Ji saving their honor. Apane janada parda take, comes in Sri Sukhmani Sahib, ke apane sevaka da, Vaheguru Ji saying parda take. Parda means basically this veil. They protect our honor very simply, Vaheguru Ji. So Bhagat Kabir Ji, being a great Bhagat, a great devotee, what happens many times is when with fame, even though the Bhagats don't want it, also comes a lot of jealousy as well. Right, so Bhagat Kabir Ji was well known by all the people in their local area. The jede Brahman log si Singh Ji, the Brahmins that were living there, they become very irkhalu. They became very jealous of Bhagat Kabir Ji. So they started to conspire against Bhagat Kabir Ji, and they thought to themselves, let's send out letters, chittiya, to all the sadhu, all the divine beings that are around this area, and let's say to them all, come to Bhagat Kabir Ji's home. Because in Bhagat Kabir Ji's home, there's going to be a big havan. Very simply, there's going to be this ceremony taking place, and Bhagat Kabir Ji is going to give everybody langar. They're going to give them all food. So you can imagine now, all these sadhus, all these people that are practicing spirituality, on their way to Bhagat Kabir Ji's home, and when they reach the village of Bhagat Kabir Ji can see all these sadhu saints coming, and they're saying to them, where are you guys going? And they say, we're going to Bhagat Kabir Ji's home. Now they don't know who Bhagat Kabir Ji is, right? So Bhagat Kabir Ji doesn't say that, oh, that's my home, right? And they find that they're going to Bhagat Ji's home to have langar. The Bhagat Ji thinks to themselves, I don't even have any atta in my house. I don't have any flour. How am I going to make them any food? So, apane janada parda take, that Vaheguru Ji protects the honor of their saints. In the same way, Bhagat Kabir Ji thinks to themselves that there's nothing for me to worry about. I'm not going to solve this. Vaheguru Ji will solve this. So Bhagat Kabir Ji goes into the jungles and they start to do bhakti. They start to do meditation. They focus upon Vaheguru Ji, and they say that Kabir Ji will take care of this. So another arth of Kabir is Vadde Prabhu, great Vaheguru Ji. They say that Vaheguru Ji will take care of this. So Bhagat Ji goes into the jungles, they go into Samadhi, a deep state of meditation, and they say that Vaheguru Ji themselves takes upon the form of Bhagat Kabir Ji, and then they start to varta langar. They make this beautiful langar, and they start to shakar the langar to all of the sadhus that come to their home for 7 days. They do langar di seva. Bhagat Ji is not their Mata Loi Ji, he was their wife, is not their either. And after 7 days, they say Vaheguru Ji comes to Bhagat Kabir Ji and says that it's all done now and you can go back home. When Bhagat Ji goes back home, everybody starts to praise Bhagat Kabir Ji. Like, you've done such a great seva, such a great langar. The Bhagat Ji says at that time, कि कबीर ना हम किया ना करहगे ना किछ ना कर सके शरीर. Along these lines, Bhagat Ji says that na hum kiya, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing in this situation. Kabir na hum kiya na karhege na kich na kar sake sharir. Neither did my body do anything as well. Then they say that Vaheguru Ji did everything. They say that Prabhu Parameshwar Vaheguru Ji take care of my honor. And then the next pankti, they say that at the end of it, Payo Kabira Kabira. Everybody's praising Bhagat Kabir Ji, but actually it was Vaheguru Ji who saved my honor at this time. So the point of explaining this to you guys is that many Bhagats are mentioning Gurbani, and Vaheguru Ji always takes care of the honor of their Bhagats as well. Har Juga Juga Bhagato Paya, Paj Rakhda Aya Ramaraja. In many different ages, the Bhagats always come, and Vaheguru Ji always takes care of their Bhagats. Jive Sri Sukhmani Sahib de Bani, which Maji tells us that Har ki Bhagat Karho mere meeta nirmal hoye tomaro cheet. That if you do bhakti, if we start to do bhakti, so love and devotion of Vaheguru Ji, nirmal hoye tomaro cheet, then our mind very simply become pure as well. So the Upadesh today is by Bhagat Namdev Ji and Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, And I'll be honest with you guys, straight up, I've been blessed, with this seva for many, many years. And there was always this one doubt in my mind, as bad as it sounds, that hopefully, on the spot, I never get this Hukamnama Sahib, right? Because it's not a very simple Hukamnama Sahib to get this shabad here. I remember once I got it like 4 years ago when I started doing parachar, and I was just sitting there and had my phone out, I Gurbani, and I was like, what's this? What does this mean, right? Because you'll read the English translations there and it's like Krishna is dancing, all this kind of stuff. I was like, what's going on, sitting on stage trying to work it out, right? So, but very simply, when it comes to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is beyond. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji has many, many translations. You could take one shabad and you can translate that shabad many, many ways. If we ever try to box off Gurbani, then that is our limitation. Gurbani has no end. There's even times where, I remember once, Sant Guru Bachan Singh Ji gave the arth of this one shabad. They gave so many different arths, I can't remember, like 20 plus different meanings to one shabad. And they said that this is how many I remember. But my Ustad, Sant Guru Sundar Singh Ji, taught me even more. Like over 100 different arths of this one shabad. Meaning that Gurbani is so deep, we can never find the end of Gurbani. Samundar Vang, Gurbani is like an ocean. It's deeper than an ocean. You can never find the end to Gurbani. So when it comes to this shabad has an Uthanika. Very simple. Bhagat Namdev Ji is speaking to their Gurudev, who's called Gyanadev Ji. And they're getting Sikhi. It's like a conversation, a question and answer between the Guru and the Sikh, who's Bhagat Namdev Ji. And the arth for that is very, very deep. So deep that I don't have the knowledge to explain the arth to you guys. And also it take very long, because you'd have to do the arth of this 3 times. But what Vadde Mahapurush do, Sant Guru Bachan Singh Ji, they give a 4th arth as well. And the 4th arth is actually very fitting for Das to relate to you guys as well, to the Sadh Sangat, but also for us to understand and to apply it into our lives very simply as well. And that is of a Jagyasu. So Jagyasu means a spiritual seeker, somebody who is seeking the truth. So we're all on this earth, we've all come here, Gobind Milan ki ehe teri badi yaad, that we've all come here to meet Vaheguru Ji. That is the card, and that is the reason we have this body, is to meet Vaheguru Ji. Avar kaaj tere ke tena ka mil sadh sangat bhaj ke varnam. So Maharaj Ji keh rahe hain ke come into sadh sangat, ke come into the holy company and bhaj ke varnam, ke naam japo. Recite God's name. And when it comes to Naam comes in many forms, because many times we may say, you know what, I can't jap Naam. Saying Vaheguru Ji is very hard. But then we have Kirtan. Some people may connect more to Kirtan or to Katha. Sabde Utama Har ki Katha Naam Surat Dard Dukalatha. Even Katha is a form of Naam as well. And through Naam our mind becomes pure. Ohoto pe nave ke rang. That if we take upon Naam in our lives, whether that's through Katha, Kirtan, then we can become pure, and that can give us mukti. We become liberated as well. So find what works for you. Maybe it's Katha, maybe it's Kirtan, maybe it's Seva. And indulge in that and do as much of that as you can. Of course, don't neglect the other ones, but you may have one thing that you like to do more of. All are important, but definitely if there's one that you connect more to, then connect to that and apply that into your life as much as you can. So we'll go for the arth of this shabad. Ke jo Bhagat Namdev Ji han, kere upadesh sanu bakshde ham, which teachings are they blessing us with today in this Hukamnama Sahib. So again, just imagine this as us being the spiritual seekers, and we have these questions in our mind, and let's see what Bhagat Namdev Ji teaches us today about our thoughts and how we should be looking at the world, as seeing this whole dunya around us. Hanji
Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji Pahal Puriye Pundarakavana.
So Bhagat Namdev Ji bachan karde han ke pahla puriye. So pahla means pahla, ke first. Jo Prabhu Parmeshwar Vaheguru Ji hai, that one Vaheguru Ji puri hai, they are Puran. Puran hai, Puran Swarup hai. They are completely pure, they are complete in themselves. And if you just look at another meaning of that, Puran hai means that they are completely absorbed in this creation. So Kaivari Sasa, do we think that Vaheguru Ji is separate? That we can't see God, but God has absorbed themselves into this creation. Just like if you imagine like a big bowl, and you get a jug of water and you pour it into that bowl can be this whole creation. Vaheguru Ji is not separate like in that jug, They have poured themselves into this creation. They're all around us and they reside within inside us as well. So Bhagaji is saying to us, Pehla puriye pundarakavana. Pundarak very simply is talking about like a kamal full, a flower. That Vaheguru is just like a lotus flower. And jira kamal full has has 4 different qualities, char lachan, 4 characteristics. One of those characteristics, and we can apply these into our lives, but this is what Vaheguru is themselves. Just like a lotus flower, it can never drown in the water. Always stays on top of the water. It always faces the sun. The lotus flower also never loses its scent, and you can never put gandagi, you can never put dirt on top of that lotus flower. It always wash off the top of the lotus flower. It always stays pure. And the same way, if you look at our lives, or you look at Vaheguru, they're always pure. If you look at Guru Sahib Ji, they're always pure. The Guru Sikhs who become one with Guru Sahib Ji, they are always pure as well. How? They never drown in this maya of the world, this illusion. They always stay above it, because sometimes we feel like, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen. I might actually drown now. I can't find a way out of this situation. Or when it comes to the people around us, our Sangat, the Sangat. So when it comes to lotus flower, it never loses beautiful scent as well. But many times when we go into Sangat, into Madi Sangat, the wrong type of company, as we spoke about last night as well, then our soch, the way we think starts to change. We start hanging with people who are kami, who talk about, the other gender in a negative way. Then we start to have negative thoughts, and we start to have thoughts of calm. So like Bhagat Kabir Ji says to us, Kabir Sakata Sanga na kijiye, dur hai jaiye paag. Say, run away from those people who are like that, who are filled with negativity and hate inside them. Dur hai jaiye paag. They say, leg it. Run away from those people. If you're going to do a runner, run away from those people. But they say those ones who become the Bhagats of Vaheguru, who have a pure heart, it doesn't matter where they go, they don't take upon that soot that Bhagat Kabir Ji talks about in the next pankti. Okay, if you walked into a room with nice white clothes, like Bhai Sahib Ji here is wearing a nice chola, nice and white. If you went to a room filled with coal and soot, then this kappara will become polluted, it will become dirty. And they're saying in the same way, if we think that we reach such a spiritual state where we're untouchable, just going into Mahdi Sangat, we could easily fall. Very easily. Just another sakhi that comes to mind, the fingers of Bhagat Fariji, they do parachar to everyone, even to a prostitute. And they always tell her to change. There's never too late. And she would say to him, but is your dadi chitti, is your beard white? And the meaning, but are you pure? Bhagat Ji will always say, I'm sure it's Bhagat Fariji, ask me tomorrow. Ask me tomorrow. And she'd always think, why does he keep saying ask me tomorrow? But when Bhagat Ji was about to leave their body, then they said to one of the sevadars, go and tell that lady that, yes, my beard is white, meaning that I am pure. But meaning that they waited to the last moment to say that, because we could fall at any moment in time. But when it comes to Vaheguru, they're always pure. And those Guru Sikhs, the Bhagat Jan, the one who becomes a devotee of Vaheguru, they're untouchable as well. I won't go through all the different meanings, but if you just look at the sun, for example, the lotus flower always faces the sun, meaning that devotee always faces Vaheguru. No matter what is happening in their life, they always look towards Vaheguru. For the Sikh, we always look to Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Whenever there's a difficult time, Aukhi karina dekhna dei, apna birad samali. Okay, Vaheguru, whenever there's a hard time, they always take care of their Bhagat. So whenever we have a hard time, where do we come? We come to Vaheguru. And then we ask for Guru Sahib Ji's support as well. So Marji, Bhagat Ji is saying to us that one pure Vaheguru, they're just like a lotus flower, they're nirlep. They are detached from this whole creation. And the same with those Bhagats who become one with Vaheguru, they also become nirlep from this world. Brahmyani sada nirlep. Jaise jal mein hai kamal alep. Just like how Guru Arjan Dev Ji tells us in Sri Sukhmani Sahib, Hanji.
Tache hansa sagle jana.
Te tache, they say कि जो प्रभु परमेश्वर वाहिगुरु जी है, प्रभु परमेश्वर वाहिगुरु जी तो सगले jana. They say that this whole creation, sare jiva to paida hoye hon, that we've all become created from Vaheguru Ji. We all created from Vaheguru Ji. They're Hansa. Hansa means like a suraj, a sun. They say that Vaheguru Ji is just like the suraj, and just like how the kirna, the rays come out from the sun, and they give their light to all the animals to all the plants, and the plants start to blossom. In the same way, we are created by Vaheguru Ji. That because of their kirna, because of their rays, because of their chetana satta, because of their consciousness, they give us this consciousness as well inside us. That because of Vaheguru Ji, we're all conscious beings and we have this life. As soon as this Atma is taken out of our body, then we are no longer a body. This body becomes Jadasrup. This body is no longer alive. So it's that one Vaheguru Ji, through their rays, just like they mean the sun, through their kirna, their rays, they give us this light and they give us this jyot that sits inside us that allows us to live. Hanji.
Krishna te janau.
And they say Krishna. They say that Prabhu Parameshwar Vaheguru Ji de vich koi kamzori nahi hai. Krishna, Krishna. So this is another arth that Vade Mahapurush do. Ke Kris means kamzori and na means nahi. That they have no weaknesses, they have no faults inside them. Te janau. Janau means that they know our deeper state. Kat ke antar ki janata, pale bade ki pida pachanata. That they are antarjami. They know our inner state, what we are thinking. So although Vaheguru Ji is nirlep, they are detached from this whole creation, it doesn't mean that they don't know what we are feeling. What it means by that, just like in Sri Japji Sahib, they say, oh, Nanak Vig say, ve paravaho. The Vaheguru Ji is ve paravaho, they're carefree. We think, does that mean God doesn't care about me? It doesn't mean that at all. It means that they have no attachment. Because for us, we have a lot of attachment. We look around ourselves, look at the people that we love. We have a huge amount of attachment for them. But one example that's given by many great Guru Sikhs as well is just like a dai. You can imagine like a babysitter. I'm sure when we were younger, a lot of us had maybe somebody who took care of us, a guardian. And that babysitter, he or she would take care of those kids like their own kids. Tika? For many, many years. And he or she will have so much love for those kids, but they won't have attachment. Because they know one day I'm going to have to leave these kids and I have to go to another home and look after those kids. But she still loves them, but she realizes that I can't have attachment for them because I'm not going to stay with them forever. So Vaheguru Ji has a lot of love for us, but they don't have this attachment to us in that way that we have to the people around us, that we cannot live without them. So Maharaji is saying to us here that when it comes to Vaheguru Ji, that they know our inner state and they're always there for us and they know the end goal. Our end goal is to go back to Vaheguru Ji. And that's sometimes what we seem to forget in our lives, that the aim of this life is to go back to Vaheguru Ji. And one thing that I was taught from many, many years ago is that if you start, you will finish. So that's very important, that as long as you start on this path, you will finish. It may take some time, may take a few days, may take a few months, may take many, many years, may take many, many janams, but you will finish. So the main thing is that we have to walk upon this path. Pehla marna kabul, jeevan ki chhad aas, ho sabna ki renuka, to aao hamare paas. That give up this desire of living with this attachment to the world and become the dust of the feet of the saints, and then you'll come towards Vaheguru Ji, meaning coming into Sad Sangat. Sat Sangat mile so tariya. Sad Sangat aake Sad Sangat Ji, everything is gained by coming into Sad Sangat. So Maharaji is saying to us, Krishna te janau, hanji.
Har har nachanti nachana.
Te har te Prabhu Parameshwar Vaheguru Ji, har, they say it twice. What does the second one here mean? When it comes to har has many meanings to it. The second meaning is harak, pave mitaun wala. That Vaheguru Ji is the one that destroys all of our pap. Sare papa da nas karan wala. That Vaheguru Ji is the one who destroys all our sins that we have inside us. Te nachanti nachana. Nachana means srishti, this whole creation. Nachanti, Vaheguru Ji is the one that makes everybody nach. Right? So straight away you think, nach, dancing, what does this mean? So if you look at it very simply, dancing is an art. Whether it's dancing, whether it's drama, meaning, if you look at it very simply or in the deeper meaning, that all of us are dancing, we're in this play of this world. This whole world is a big play and we're all a part of it, but who is allowing us to move? So just don't look at it specifically as dancing, which it could be as well, but who is allowing us to move and flow and be a part of this drama, be a part of this play? It's Vaheguru Ji. Because of their chetana satta, because of their consciousness they've put inside us that allows us to move. So they say that because of Vaheguru Ji, we are able to take part in this play. This body is able to move. This vehicle is able to move. But as soon as Vaheguru Ji takes that out of us, that Chetan Satta, that Atma, then there's no more body. So everything is happening because of the will of Vaheguru, and because of them we're able to move and we're able to take part in this play as well. But we have to remember is that it's all a play. Just like how Guru Gobind Singh Ji says to us, Main ho Param Purkh ko dasa. They say that I am the servant of Vaheguru Ji. Dekhan ayo Jagda Tamasa. I've come here to see the whole tamasha, this whole play that is being unfolded in front of me. And sometimes you need to remember that actually this is all just a big play and it's not going to stay with us. It's not real, Hanji.
Pehla Pursa Bira.
So Pehla means Pehla. Again, that one Vaheguru Ji is from the start. The Pursa, Puran Purush that we spoke about earlier, then Bira. Bira means that they are Bani Swarup. They are the form of Guru Bani as well. So the way we in the Arth of Mahapurush, but also how I'm interpreting it as well, is that we have Vaheguru Ji that we cannot reach. They're so difficult to reach. That one that we say is from the start. But what has Vaheguru Ji given us that we can access? And that is Bira, which means Bani, Guru Bani. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrita Sare. That the Guru has given us Guru Bani, and through Guru Bani we can connect to Vaheguru Ji. Guru Bani is at the medium that takes us from the physical form to the unphysical, from Sadgun to Nirgun. Guru Bani is the medium for us. Guru Bani has come from Vaheguru Ji. Vaho Vaho Bani Nirankar hai. This is Jevar Avar na koi. There's nothing like Guru Bani. And by connecting to Guru Bani, we connect to Nirakar, we connect to Vaheguru Ji. So Maharaj Ji here is saying to us that one Vaheguru Ji is also the form of Bani. That if you read Guru Bani, if you connect to Guru Bani, then you're connecting straight to Vaheguru Ji. Hanji.
Athon Pursa Damra.
The Athon Pave is to operant. After this, what can we understand from this? Pursa, that one Vaheguru Ji, if we're able to understand them, if we're able to understand the play of Vaheguru Ji, what we need to do inside our lives, meaning if we're able to understand Guru Bani, if you're able to apply Guru Bani into our lives, because there's one thing, just listen to Guru Bani, Soniya, then we have Manne, and then we have Nidyasan. So we have to listen to the Guru's words, we have to accept them, but then we have to follow them. When we start to follow the Guru's words, then they say Damara. Damara hai, if we split it to Dam Atera, which means ke Indriya, Jiriya, Sadiya, Indriya, Hansa, Sangaji, the different senses we have inside us, our hearing, our sight that we see with these eyes, is to control them. Daman kar. Indriya nu rokana. To control these eyes, control these ears. Meaning when we start to apply Guru Bani into our lives, when we start to build a relationship with Guru Bani, then we start to understand what Guru Bani is saying to us, and then we have to apply that into our lives. Just like again in Sri Sukhmani Sahib, they say to us, Karn na sune kahu ki ninda, sabte jane aapas ko manda. What is one teaching we could take away from this? What is Guru Sahib saying to us? That take that Bani, take the Guru's Bani and apply into your lives, and then take your ears, for example, which we use for hearing. And karna sune kahu ki ninda. Don't listen to nobody's nindya. Just like how Gyaniji said to us yesterday in the Katha, okay, when somebody does nindya, we can sit there for hours and listen to them just cuss somebody else. We can sit there for many, many hours. But when it comes to saying Vaheguru, doing Simran, reading Bani, then not only can our mind not sit there, but neither can our body. Our legs start to ache, right? Because we can't get into it. But the Guru is saying to us that if you're going to listen to somebody else's slander, then that is one of the worst things you can do. Because what happens is eventually we start indulging in that slander as well. But all that slandering we're doing of that person, all those negative qualities we think that person has, they come into our head as well. Asanka nindaka sirkara hai par. That all that weight on their head, all those organ we see in them, they come into us. They say par ninda, par mal mukha sudhi, agana krodha chandal. They say when we do nindya of somebody else, when we start to slander somebody else, par mal mukha sudhi, we take their nindya, we take their mal and we put inside our mouths. Meaning we take their dirt. If we don't like the way they speak, we end up speaking like them as well. So Maharaj is given us so much upadesh here about when it comes to controlling our indriya, even our eyes as well. So again, yes, we talked about calm, we talked about pornography, masturbation, these kind of things. Our eyes, what are our eyes looking at? From there, even when we're doing bhakti, we're doing our meditation, try and close our eyes. They say that if we close our eyes when we try to meditate, or when we do meditate, then already we're cutting out about 70% of the distractions we have around us. 70 to 80% distractions are taken away when we close our eyes, because we see everything, right? When we just look around everywhere and our mind gets lured toward those things as well. So Maharaji is saying to us, okay, that one who is able to control their senses, Damara, Hanji.
Asaga, asa, osaga.
They say whoever is able to do the asaga. Asaga means a slok de vich. Asa osaga ate o slok de vich. A slok ate per lok. In this world and the next world, they say, Vaheguru Ji, they understand, they're the true knower, antarjami of this world and the next world. But those who apply the Guru's teachings, they also start to understand asaga, asa osaga. They start to understand this world and the next world as well, and what is happening. Jo hoa, hova tu so jane, prab apne ka hukm pachane. Jo hoa, what's happened in the past. Jo honvi sasanji vartaman samay de vich, in this moment now, jo hunda hai was happening, that person may understand that as well. Te jo hovega, in the future, prab apne ka hukm pachane, that person understands the Guru's hukum and they live in the hukum of the Guru. Maharaji says ke jo hoa hova so jane, prab apne ka hukm pachane, tiski mehma kaun bakhano. They say the one who's able to conquer these senses inside them, the way they look at the world, their ears, what they listen to, what they're eating, touch, all these kind of things. They say that tiski mehma kaun bakhano. Who can talk about their praises? Kaun bakhano. Who can explain them? They say tiske gun kehe ek na jano. You can't even explain one of their qualities. Aat pehar prab base hajure. The atte pehar, for 24 hours, they always reside in the court of the Guru. That doesn't mean they're in the Godra all the time. Wherever they go, the Guru is with them. Because Guru ka sabd rakhware, chauki chogirda madla, the Guru's shabad is with them at all times. Because where is their dhyan? Where is their focus? Where are their eyes? The eyes are looking inside. Antar Guru Aradhana, Jeva Jap Guru Now, Nitri Sat Guru Pekhana, Sravani Sonana Guru Now. That with their eyes, they're always looking at the Guru. When they're in the world and they see a situation, they don't see this person that's annoying them. They see, actually, the Guru's giving me a test here. Sravani Sonana Guru Now. And with their ears, it's like, I don't listen to Nindya. I want to listen to my Guru's praises. I want to listen to Kirtan. I'm going to put some headphones in. You don't carry on talking, I'm going to put my headphones in. Especially for those people who go to work and it's difficult to get out of the environment where, you got Nindya around you. In those places, you can't just leave the office unless you're working in COVID, then you can just work from home. But in those situations, one thing that I found that helped me, especially when I used to go to university, which is a long time ago now, but even there I just found that actually, if in certain situations we find that we cannot take ourselves out of that situation, for that 1, 2, 3 hours in the day we're stuck in India, then that time we have by ourselves should be spent doing the complete opposite. Listen to the Guru's praises. So build a balance in your life, and then Guru Sahib themselves will take away those negative circles that you have around you. That's from my own personal experience. By doing that, by building up more positivity in your lives, more naam where you can, then all those negative experiences you're having in your life that you cannot get rid of right now, slowly they'll start to be taken away, or you'll have the tools, you have the strength to manage them as well. Hanji.
Harka bagara.
And they say harka bagara. They say is sansar, this whole world is like a bagara, a bagicha. This is a garden of Vaheguru Ji. And there's a beautiful analogy. When you look at a garden, you don't want to just have one flower in there, right? You can have many, many different types of flowers. Just look here in Guru Sahib's Hazuri, these beautiful flowers we have on Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaji. So every flower can be different. Could be a different color, could be a different type of flower. But that's what makes the garden unique, and that's what makes the garden beautiful. And this is all the garden of Prabhu Parameshwar Vaheguru Ji, Hanji.
Nache pindi meh sagara.
Te na che. So the arth that is done is na ache. Na means not, and ache means khavega, to eat. They say that we should not partake in Vishvikad, in the passions that we have inside our mind. For example, krodh, anger. Again, understand this garden, that there's people of different types of colors and different types of emotions and the way they react to situations. Especially, I'll give you one practical example when it comes to seva. I know a lot of us are blessed with seva, and some of us don't even do any seva. Why? It's not here to judge. Even I can fall into that category as well. And one of the reasons why not do seva is because we tried to do seva once, and the person we're doing seva with told us off, or they got funny with us. Why? You think, you know what? I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to do seva, because every time I try to go do seva, I get a bit of a hard time. Right? Or, the auntie tells me off, right, and chases me out in the langar hall with a karashi or something like that. Very overreacting. But the point is that we have to realize that everybody is different, but it doesn't mean they're not coming from a place of love, and that is their sharda as well. So it means that when we look at a situation, just like how that garden is filled with different flowers, different colors, that not everything is black and white. A person's situation is not black and white as well. Everything is very difficult and very different. We don't know people's stories. We don't know people's lives. So this garden of Vaheguru is very, very beyond. It's very vast. And what we need to avoid doing is getting caught in our vikar, acting in calm, acting in krodh, acting in attachment. Like somebody says something about me, about my identity. And then what do? We act in a sense of anger because of they insulted us. Hanji Dwara Paroji.
Nache pindi meh sagara.
The Marji is saying to that pindi meh sagara, what we have to realize is that actually Mahapurush is saying to us, Marji is saying to us, Pindi is talking about a Persian, it's like a Persian wheel. So Persian wheel, what they mean by this is that if you've ever seen a Persian wheel before, with Gyaniji we actually Googled it, what a Persian wheel is. You just imagine this wheel that has many buckets on it, filled with water. So they're different buckets, but what's inside each bucket? It's water. Is the water different? No, it's the same water, but the buckets may be different, but it's the same water inside of all of them. So Marji here is saying to us, Pindi meh sagara. Sagara means the ocean. What's in the ocean? Water. That within each pindi, within each bucket, there's the different bucket, but it's the same water. Meaning that we have to realize in every single being, every single person in that garden, there may be different flowers, but at the end of the day, it's the same essence. It's the same creator. It's the same one that sits inside everybody as well. Again, going beyond the senses, going beyond the physical, and realizing that that one sits inside everyone. Hanji.
Rahau.
So Marji says, Rahau, Vishram Deke, Marji says, contemplate upon this. Realize in every single situation, who is the one sitting inside them? Na chanti, na chana. Like we said earlier, who is the one that's making this all happen? Who is making everybody dance? Who is making everybody move? It is Vaheguru. That's a very, very hard thing to understand a lot of times for us. That actually this is happening because of Vaheguru. Satguru sabranda pala manaida. Testa bura kya hoy. That Maharaji never wants bad for anyone. So you have to realize what is the pala, what is the good in this situation. Just the other day, I know I'm going over time, so I'm very sorry for that. I'll try and finish very soon. I met a guy that I haven't seen in many, many years. And when I met him many years ago, he was going through a horrible divorce, a difficult one, and he was going to lose his kids. I met him just on Sunday after many years. Last time I spoke to him before COVID, so we're talking about 3 years ago. And I said to him, how are you feeling now? He goes, I feel great. And he goes, because of that, it got me so close to Vaheguru. Because of that situation. And now, of course, I can't relate to him, but him in himself, seeing himself how this situation, in the moment it felt so horrible, but he didn't let go of the Guru's charan, and he stayed in the Guru's charan at all times, the Guru's court, and now 3 years later he realized actually this was for my own pala, and now I'm so close to my Guru as well. So in the moment it feels very difficult, but that's where keeping satsang, listening to Sakhya, staying in the Guru's charan, hopefully Guru Saji keeps us close, and the Sangat will take care of us as well. Hanji.
Na chanti gopi janna.
Te na chanti gopi janna. Pave jere istriya han, janna purush han, all the males and females na chanti, they all dance as well again. Because of Vaheguru, we are all moving and we're able to live our lives and we do the actions according to our karam and Vaheguru's hukam. Hanji.
Naiya te bere kanna.
Te naiye te pave Prabhu Parameshwar Vaheguru to bagair hor koi nahi hai. There's nobody else but Vaheguru. Whatever's happening, if you just look at that and analyze that there's no one else, there's only Vaheguru, it can sometimes be, it can give us a lot of peace in our mind. You think that actually there's only Vaheguru. That Maharaji, you are doing this. So there must be something in this that I need to learn. There must be something good coming out of this because you're doing this. It's just almost like we're reassuring ourselves. We're using Gurbani to aid us and allow us to understand that actually whatever Guru Sahib is for my own pala, so I'm going to keep on going, and actually, the storm will pass. Just look outside, right? Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's a big storm. The storm never stays forever in the same time. In the same way, good times will come as well. And this horrible time that we're going through will pass as well, Hanji.
Tarak na cha.
The taraka na cha. So what happens is we can break up the meaning of this to tar, which means tarna. So we can come to Vaheguru Ji and we can say, or Marji is saying to us, Je tu is sansar samundar to tarna hai. If you want to be carried across this ocean, tar ko na cha. Ko he means jede kur padarth, the false padarth, the false items of this world. Na cha, they say, tyagna kar, they say, give up these false items that we have in this world. Don't be attached to them, Marji is saying to us. If you want to be carried across, then let go of the attachment that we have to these things, because these things are holding us down. They're holding us down, and when we let go of them, then we're able to ferry across. Just like how Guru Ramdas Shimaji told their own son, Prithi Chand, who was so proud of the money that he'd earned, or he had himself because of Guru Maharaji. Baba Prithi Chand was the eldest son of Guru Ramdas Ji, and he took care of all the seva basically in the Guru's home. So all the money technically came to him, even though it wasn't his money. And Guru Ramdas Ji said to him, Jis tan ka tum garb karta ho, so tan kise na aap. This money you're so proud of, it's not even yours. It's not even going to go with you. Khin mein chhod jai bikhya rasa, to lage pachatap. And it's in a moment, it's going to go. It's going to leave you and it's not going to stay anymore. And then you're going to regret it as well. What is that thing that's going to go with us? It's Naam. Honvatte har naam na bijyo, agge pukha kya khaye. If we don't plant the seed of God's name now, then what are we going to eat in the next world? Meaning we're going to go khali hat. Avhe nange, jahe nange, viche, karhe vithar. We come naked and we're just going to go naked with no kamai, hanji.
Brahmiya cha.
And all the param that we have. Panch prakar de karm say, give those up as well. Very quickly, what are the different types of param that we have? We have Ped Parama, Kartat Parama, Sang Parama, Vikar Parama, Ate Tatya Parama, or Satatya Parama, sorry. So what are these different types of param, these doubts, these delusions, illusions that we have inside us? Ped Param, that we think we are separate from God. That is the first type of param. Another type of param, Kartat Param, is where we think this body, we think I am God. Meaning we think this body is God. That's made of just sponge, tat, different elements. We find that this is God. And then the other types of param that we have Vikar Param, where we think God is separate from this world. And then we have the last one, which is Satatya Param, which is we think if God is true and God created the creation, then the creation must be true as well. Right? So we have all these different types of doubts that we have in our life. But Maharaj is saying that when we come to the Guru's Sharan, when we take upon the Guru's teaching, we read Gurbani, then Prameya cha. Then they say, give rid of all that param that you have inside you, all that param be taken away. Simran karke saasni, sare param nash ho jande han hanji.
Kesava bachauni ayye mayye.
And they say, bachauni, Kesava bachauni. Sithe Vishram, Kesava bachauni. They say, Vaheguru Ji, Kesava, Prabhu Parameshwar Vaheguru Ji is the one who saves us bachauni, bachaun wala, from coming and going. That Vaheguru Ji is the one that can save us. They are our true savior. And what should we do then? If you want to be saved by Vaheguru Ji, Guru Maharaj Ji tells us what we should do. Hanji.
Ayye mayye ek an jiyo.
They say, Ayye mayye. Mayye means main. An means to come into the Guru Sharan. Hey Sache Pasha Ji, main aap ji de sharan vich aaya ha, I've come into your court. By coming into the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, tiski sarna sarb sukha pav hai, tiske dar se sab paap mitav hai. They say, come into the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, come and put your hands together, just like how we said in the first Katha we do on the first day. Come into the court of the Guru and become a sacrifice to the Guru. Tana mana tana sab sopa Guru ko. Give everything to the Guru. Sacrifice everything to the Guru, and then Maharaj Ji do kirpa hanji.
Pindi obakale sansara.
And realize just one thing, that this whole sansar is just like that pindi, is just like that Persian wheel. It's always going up and down. Right? Ubakale. Ub means uppar and kale means thalle. The uppar pave, Uttama June. Ja Nivi June which. Sometimes you come in a human life, you come in a low life, or Satsang, sometimes you feel on top of the world, and sometimes you feel like down in the dumps. That is the state of this world. We're stuck in the 3 different types of Maya, you could say. Sometimes you feel very spiritual, feel very peaceful, feel great, mind is settled. Sometimes you feel very passionate, very angry. Sometimes you have evil thoughts. We have all these thoughts, we always change from one to the other. We're never still. Just like the wheel keeps spinning and spinning, our mind keeps on spinning and spinning and spinning. Hanji.
Brahm Brahm aaye tum che dwara.
Te Maharaj ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ that actually, until we realize that this world is false, until we realize that actually this whole dunya is jhuti, is false, until we realize that, if we don't realize that, then Pram Pram I will keep on coming again and again. So Maharaj is saying to us that actually give up this attachment that we have, and these senses that we have in front of us that we're looking through, we're hearing, we're seeing. They're saying ke Dambara again, ke Daman kar, ke Rokana hai, to actually put them to one side. Put them to one side. If we're able to do that, Sadh Sangat ji, then we'll not have to come again. We won't have to wander again into this 84 lakh June, je Maharaj ji bachan karde han, that we don't have to come again into this 8.4 million life cycle, that we keep coming in. Just like how that Persian wheel keeps on spinning, we'll be able to break that cycle and get out of it. Hanji.
Tu konare.
Say tu konare Sadh Sangat ji. So Maharaj ji saying to us like, hey mere mana, or je hey jagyasu Sikh, re means hey, tu konare. Tu means you, ko no. So kakke onkar and nanne onkar, we're going to split this up. Ko he means ke jere khote karam han, bad actions, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह अहंकार, तो no त्याग करना Sadh Sangat ji, तो त्याग करना, to stay away from those things. They say if you are able to stay, if we are able to stay away from काम क्रोध लोभ मोह अहंकार, hanji,
मैं जी.
then they say मैं जी and hanji,
Nama.
hanji,
Ho ji.
and if you're able to stay from मैं जी, मैं पना, to stay from me. Why did this happen to me? And nama, again the main arth is to Bhagat Nam Deji, but this is the 4th arth that Mahapurush nama he means ke this name of mine. To stay away from this idea that I am this person, ke main Sukhdeep ha, I am Sukhdeep Singh, or I am Falana Singh, or whatever we call ourselves, to realize that we are not this name, we are not this body. Because that's what we get attached to. We think that I am this body, I am this form, but this is going to go into mitti one day. It's not going to stay forever. So Maharaj is telling us that if we're able to go beyond these things and realize that actually stay away from bad actions, to stay away from khote karam, bad actions, and to actually realize that that I am not this me and I'm not this name, hoji. Hoji means to destroy those. Destroy those away, destroy those from inside our heart and remove those from ourselves, hanji.
Ala te nivarana jam karana.
And then realize that this Allah Pave Sadh Sangat ji God, like we say, they Allah. They Allah means they are the God. That if we realize this Sri Rupi God, this body they have right now, that this is the jam karana. This is the reason for life and death. This body that we're so attached to, and the bodies of others have become so attached to, is the reason why you have to keep coming again and again and again. Because we put so much emphasis on it. Of course, we have to take care of it. We have to stay healthy, get our sleep, eat good food so we can do our bhakti. It's a vessel, it's a tool, it's a vehicle for us to do our bhakti. But when we see everything as just the body, and we don't go beyond the body, and realize what is sitting inside the body, which is Vaheguru ji, then that leads to our nivarna, that leads to our end. Nivarna pave nivirti. That we end up being destroyed because of our attachment to this body. But that one who's able to go beyond this body and realize we're not this body, we're not these senses, just like how Bhagat ji said earlier to us, go beyond those and become absorbed in the Guru's Upadesha, Antar Guru Aradhana, then Maharaj says that what happens? That Sikh, that Jagyasu, that spiritual seeker, they become one with Vaheguru ji. Har har jando ek hai, bib vichar kachna hai. That they become one with Vaheguru ji and there's no difference. So I'll finish off the Katha vichar there. Please forgive the many mistakes made in this vichar as well. Very difficult shabad to go through as well. So I definitely did not do justice to this shabad. So please forgive me for this attempt that I made to explain the Shabad and the Upadesh that Satguru Ji Maharaj Ji has blessed us with. And please forgive Das for going over time as well. Just a quick announcement. I think it's group 4. You guys have got Seva, Langar Di Seva. I think group 3 have got a washing up Seva as well. So I think it might be on your lanyards. If it's not, afterwards, when we do, I'm going to do Siddhi Anand Sahib, the part shape audio. If us to baad we do Ardas Hukamnama Sahib for Divan Di Samapti. It'll be finished and you guys can rest up and then you have your breakfast at 8:30. But we'll do an announcement afterwards and I'll let you guys know who's got what seva afterwards also. Again, please forgive all the mistakes we made in this Katha. Hopefully we can apply the Sikhi that Maharaj has given to us today. So inya benti parvan karniya deho sajna sisriya jo hove sahib so mela.
Pindi obakale sansara pram pram aaye tum che dwara tu kon re मैं जी नामा हो जी आला ते निवारणा जम कारणा.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.